We're going to call him Pinocchio. That's good. When he drops his head like that, you see him push that air out? Okay, that's good. You ain't so tough, Pinocchio. See there? I knew it. You weren't that tough. You just acting tough. Whoa. Whoa. So we've got another saying around here, you got to take the time it takes. So we're going to pause again and we'll come back in a few more minutes. So in the last 15 minutes, our little buddy's earned the name Pinocchio, and he's now he's more approachable. But I'm real careful how I look at him. If I look at him in the eye, that's going to put energy in the wrong direction for us, okay? Okay, whoa, buddy. It's okay, just let him smell me. Just stand beside him, you know, just stand beside him and not intimidate him. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. A lot of times people overlook the importance of smell. That's a big deal to a horse. Ooh, easy. Ooh, buddy. All right, so I'm just going to stand here now and I'm just going to rub him a little bit. Okay. See there, when I get up close to his face, he wants to pull away because he's used to somebody slapping a halter on him. Okay. So now I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to totally shuffle his deck. He don't know what that's all about. See there? He's looking at me like, I never met anybody quite like you. Okay. So we're just not going to leave him alone till he gets caught, okay? But I kind of like the idea of his head down like that, and he puffs that air out. Woo, woo, buddy, woo. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my lunge whip and I'm going to round pin him a little bit, and we're going to try a different approach, okay? So go ahead and so I've got my lunge whip. It's got about a 6-foot tail on it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him around, and I'm only going to let him stop when I ask him to. Okay, so he's used to making all the decisions where he comes from, and now I'm making the decisions. We're going to trot till I say something else. Okay, then I'm going to reduce my energy. He's going to walk. Okay, so see, he's kind of looks away from me and he's confused. Most troubled horses are just afraid or confused, that's all. And you're going to see here in a little bit, once we avoid and eliminate confusion, little Pinocchio, the pony that didn't want to be caught, is going to do just fine. Okay, so now I'm going to reduce energy. I'm going to let him look at me. So his eye on the inside here is watching me, and I'm only going to let him rest when he's watching me. If he looks away from me like that, I'm going to move him on. So this is all new to him. He's never had anybody give him leadership doesn't look like much, okay? So when he tosses that head, that's just him being disobedient. Whoa. So see there? Okay. Now we're going to take it in the other direction. We're going to do the same thing. Years ago, I went to a clinic where they did this and they exhausted the horse. Had him sweaty and breathing hard. And they were just chasing that horse in a circle. But back then, this was all new and this concept. And so what we're doing now is we're doing it different. We're asking him to do things, and we're only letting him rest when he's obedient, okay? So like that transition there, I ask for it. Now he's to trot until I request something else. Okay, I want to lower my energy and allow him to come down to a walk. Okay. Come back. And you're going to see just a little bit of this goes a long way. You don't have to take all day doing this. He'll get to the point where he'll stop and he'll face me. He'll look at me, and I'll be able to walk right up to him, hopefully. So it's been about 5 minutes of me just asking him to trot and asking him to walk and asking him to stop, and see how he's already just kind of coming around to my way of thinking. All right, see there? So I hadn't planned on doing a round penning video, but it's kind of evolved into that I want you to see that round penning is not just chasing one in a circle and getting him tired, okay? We're schooling him. We're asking him to do certain things, all right? So now I'm going to ask him to turn, and I hope for him to turn in, but I doubt he will. That's all right. We'll get to that later. Just turn, all right? Some people really get hung up on turning into you, and that's important, but maybe not at first. We're just going to turn at first, and then we'll turn in both directions, okay? So I get a lot of horses in here. I can always tell they've been round penned wrong. They've been just chased around and exhausted and turned too fast, and people been kind of just racing them around in a round pen. But that's really not what I think you should do. I think you should just make this a time where you spend obtaining connection with the horse. Maybe that's a good way to put it. That like him and I, we're finding connection here. I'm kind of occupying his mind, okay? That I'm not going to occupy his back until I've occupied his mind. So see there, I'm occupying his mind. He stopped when I put my stick on the ground, stopped, and he's looking at me. All right, Pinocchio. The pony that didn't want to be caught is just about to get caught here, hopefully. So you can see 10 minutes probably of me just doing what I was doing in the round pen. Now, he's not happy about it yet, but you know what? We're making progress. But I'm letting him rest when he's doing what I want. I think that's an important thing. See, he's licking his lips. There. And I walk away. See, he's looking at me like he's real puzzled by all this. Oh, buddy, it's all right. But you notice I'm not putting a rope around him. I'm not trying to catch him. I'm just trying to get him to trust me. Okay? So maybe what I'll do is I'll just stand here beside him. He maybe never had a human stand beside him before. You know, the biggest obstacle for a horse to overcome is trusting a human. We can go out here and cross water puddles and roads and get them traffic safe. That's all pretty easy, but you know, trusting a human is probably the toughest thing for him to overcome. That's the worst obstacle of all. So I'm going to stand here for a little while, and I'm just going to show him some companionship and some affection. We'll come back here in a few minutes, and I bet you I can put that halter on him.